Welcome to Social Genius, brought to you by Drunk on Social, where we help you stay ahead of social media trends, share the latest news, and highlight the strategies that are working to help you grow your business. Now let's join our hosts, Tristan and Jeff, in 3, 2, 1.
Social Genius family, if you missed our daily shots about the 3 things to focus on with Instagram in 2023, you are going to want to tune into this podcast episode because we also shared posting cadence tips, including the best days and times to post on social media. And we gave details to get discounts for the SocialCon event that's coming up in April. If you haven't registered, make sure you do so because we want to see you there.
We've got some news for you on Instagram, which we think Instagram and YouTube are the ones to watch for 2023. But also watch out for TikTok because there's a lot of news on it. But today, Jeff, we've got Instagram and you're excited about it. Tell me why.
If you read this article, so there's this article that says what they're focusing on in 2023. It kind of takes some shots at them at first. It talks about how they lost their identity and they're just copycatters. But as I pointed out, it's the steady Eddie of social apps. And yeah, they're doing a great job of copying. Now Notes is a copycat of Twitter. But they, as we were just talking off air, Adam Mosseri is the trick, I think, to the success of Instagram because he stays out of the news. And although one could argue that Elon, that's why Twitter is going to be successful, I think the people that don't like that controversy, they're going to stick to an Instagram because Adam Mosseri he doesn't get in trouble, right? He's not Elon. He's not Zuckerberg. He's not China.
He's not TikTok. Look, here's a good point. You have Adam, who is the CEO of Instagram, by the way. And let me show you what Jeff was talking about. Jeff was saying, hey, look, there's a mix here when it comes to Instagram because they seem to they're looking for their identity because they see TikTok growing so fast and they see YouTube's videos and love and creators are going there and creating more. And they're like, well, where do we fit in? We're still the 5th largest, most visited website in the world. But I feel like they're still looking for an identity, man. You're right. It's interesting to note that. And look, in that article, he said 2022 was a mixed year for Instagram, with the platform reaching a new milestone in monthly active users, 2 billion. How crazy is that? 2 billion!
Quietly,
right? Who knew? While also repeatedly copying TikTok. Yes, they continually did that. And seemingly losing its own identity. And what they mean by that is that when we would go to Instagram originally would be to post pictures, right? It's like really nicely done pictures or filtered pictures and so forth. And now it's become this place that kind of looks like TikTok. So Adam says this is what we're going to focus on. You ready?
Go.
All right. He says, number 1. Well, by the way, that's Adam Mosseri. I know, Jeff, you can't see it for some reason. Ecamm sucks, but that's Adam Mosseri. Number 1, inspire people to be creative. And that's by adding items like filters to the videos or AR. What they say, and I highlighted it here, it says, pretty sure the crazy features he's referring to actually came from Snapchat. And again, copying. What do you think when you think of inspire people to be creative? When it comes to that piece, what does that look like to you on Instagram?
Well, I think they're going to need to start going down the AR path, just like Snap is, and more 3D, as it says in the article. So I think... I'll tell you what, I think Instagram has found its little zone, and I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with being a copycatter as long as they just tweak it and make it, because it's still a very unique platform. It's still arguably better than TikTok because you can connect with people. You can't on TikTok. You know, I think what Facebook and Instagram need to do a better job of, especially right now, we have the opportunity to do this. While TikTok's getting kicked in the what,
Yep.
they need to open up their algorithm to intentionally stoke so people can get some virality and gain some traction. You know how much people that sucks people in, and I think they can control that, and I don't know why they don't.
Well, hold on. You're seeing it happen on Facebook. I mean, look,
On Facebook.
Facebook all of a sudden is coming out of nowhere the last 2 months, and things are going viral again. We're getting engagement on posts. Our followers are actually seeing our posts. They're not being hidden, and they're not prioritizing marketing, right? Which is crazy to see. And that's something we need to pay attention to. And here, Jeff, what you're saying, that's their number 2, help people discover things they love. Right. And I'm just going to read this to you. It says, this is both a major opportunity and a major risk for IG because in order to do this, it needs to shift user behavior away from what they know and love, meaning seeing the latest posts from people and profiles that they've chosen to follow, and into a new TikTok-like experience, which is no longer geared around your own curated social graph. I think the article there has a misinterpretation of what Mosseri wants to do, because they're seeing it as, well, they need to go the TikTok route. And I'm disagreeing with them on here because you and I are in Facebook daily. And the one thing is that because Instagram and Facebook's algorithm is extremely similar, if not almost alike, right? Alike, is that what they're doing instead is they're saying, well, who do you follow? Who is it that you follow? And based on that, we're going to give you more of the exact same people, but we're also going to use that whole feature that we created was the lookalike audience and find those other similar people and show you those. And we're going to try to balance that out. So I think instead of going the full TikTok route, they're incorporating some of their old things in there. And that's why I think they're going to continue to stay Facebook number 3 and Instagram number 5, if not number 4, because I don't know how Twitter's still number 4, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's in the news, man. I mean, it's funny, and if you scroll down a little bit further too on that particular one, it even says in here, there's a quote, because no one cool uses Facebook anymore. So for everybody listening,
that's kind of true.
If you use Facebook, you're not cool, evidently. But it also talks about the shift to AR and VR and the platform. It's not the first platform to integrate it in. It's the platform that makes it the most simplified and easy to use. And so really pay attention to that. I guarantee you 2023, we're going to see a ton of AR and VR integration into the social platforms. And that's what you really need to be paying attention to, because those that use those effects are likely going to see their content perform better because it's going to be the new hip thing.
That's true. I agree. Which leads me to number 3, which is spark connection between people. And you can read it here in the article. I'm going to scroll down a little bit just so I can read you the highlighted areas. Jeff, you and I do this very well on social where we connect with people. But Instagram's been looking to feed into this with new additions like notes. And we were talking about notes. And if you're wondering what notes are, we brought it up a couple of times already. You see at the top section of where you're messaging people, this little plus sign above the profile circle. You can add things like this person has here. It says, why is tomorrow Monday? Or finally landing in New York. Just a quick note. And Jeff mentioned that they copied it from Twitter. Just kind of like an update as to what you're doing. And what I think, even though some like this, some don't, I know Jeff's in the middle on it. I think the idea of them pushing the boundaries and testing out little things like that keep Instagram relevant, and it keeps the user saying, oh, what else is Instagram going to test out, even though it may not work. And I think at this point, I want them to test out things because it only shows that they're not scared to fail and go a different route than what TikTok's been testing, right? What do you think, man?
Yeah, totally. And this is a great example of something that they can take advantage of that TikTok does not have. And that's why I think it's important to do. I think some people are going to burn out on this quickly, but I will say I've had more probably what I would say meaningful conversations with people that I haven't had a meaningful conversation with on social because of these notes. And so for that, it's already been a success for me.
Yeah, I think it's great. Just ask questions. Don't say, "Hey, do you want to buy a house?" That's not what you want to use notes for. Just so you know.
Yeah, make it relevant. Make it relevant to what's going on in the world, and don't be spammy about it. And I don't know that anybody's necessarily looking for an update. That's what your stories are for. Putting finally landed in New York City. I mean, post that to your story. I don't know that that's necessarily belongs in notes, but I don't know that there's a playbook for this. So test it, play with it, see what gets you some engagement. It might create conversations with people, but again, remember, who are you trying to create conversations with? Don't just go follow the leader on what some influencer is doing. Think about it. If your audience on Instagram is buyers and sellers, for example, and you have a very geographically targeted audience on Instagram, like ask questions that would spark conversation there. Test it out.
That's a great point. Like when I put, well, I know my audience, right? And so I asked, what book are you reading? And I literally I had over 60 responses in a span of about 2 hours. And I was like, whoa, I asked the right question.
Yeah,
right?
Bingo.
And then I asked another question and nothing happened. I was like, ooh, bad question, wrong question.
Yeah, same. I've experienced the same. Yeah.
So last thing here at the end of the article, it says identify your key value propositions. Very similar to what Jeff's saying. Identify your audience and the pain points your offerings address. Then accentuate those through creative native techniques. That means use a lot of what Instagram has built in so that it rewards you for using that. That's what it's saying. And then last paragraph here, in terms of discovery, understanding your audience's broader interests and playing into that could get your content displayed in more user feeds. That's what we want, right? Based on the other posts that they engage with, which is exactly what we were saying earlier, by the way. While considering your option for DM connections could also help to enhance your customer relationships in line with their other communications. At the end here, use DM more, man. I don't understand why people don't say, hey, DM me. You have a question? DM me. You want to see this property? DM me. Hey, I'm having an event. DM me. We're having SocialCon and we just switched the date to April 3rd and 4th. DM us for more information, right? Things like that, Jeff. So I think Instagram is the place to be along with YouTube for this year.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I like it. Thanks for doing Daily Shots, buddy.
Lots of conversations to come this year. I'm excited to see where it leads and excited to continue to forge ahead in the social landscape.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? We should mention as well, this is the first one of the new year that if you hadn't heard, SocialCon is pushed back April 3rd and 4th. So we're pushing it back from January. We've had a couple issues with the hotel as well as it just gives us more time as we thought through it. So we're going to make it even more robust, more speakers. We're going to change the layout a little bit and I'm excited.
Well, let me see if I can zoom it out so people can see our website. Here's SocialCon. There it is. And I'm going to scroll down. It tells you a little bit about us, who's speaking, who they are, their following, so you can see all their following, and then ticket pricing, and then the agenda if you want to click further on that. But that's it. Jeff, have an awesome day 2 of January. On to day 3 tomorrow.
By now, you certainly know that Instagram is a social media platform that is arguably the most important platform to establish your brand and business as we head into the future. Understanding that growing a following is simply what the world tells you is important, but in actuality is purely vanity with very little results. And that's why we have come to really appreciate and endorse Michelle Berman with the Instagram Power Method, who teaches you how to actually connect with ideal clients and attract them to you without having to sell. Michelle comes from a place of practicing what she preaches, as she has built her business 100% through organic Instagram leads. Everything is rooted in sales psychology and conversation based on tapping into the brains of your ideal client. Vanity metrics are for, well, vanity. Go connect with Michelle today. Check out powermethodmasterclass.com. That's powermethodmasterclass.com and be prepared to change your business's life.
What's up, Jeff?
Hi, buddy.
Hold on. What day is it?
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Oh, you did not do
Hopefully
that.
everyone's having a good Wednesday. Good morning, good afternoon. Let me wait 30 seconds for everyone to jump on to watch this. I'm just annoying Jim.
I'm Tristan Ahumada, the founder of Lab Code Agents. I'm also a real estate agent. And if you have any friends and referrals that you'd like to send me,
This is so good. Let's get right into this. Hold on. We got.
I can't believe there's 9 people watching.
I know. That's good. We wasted enough time. Best days and times to post on social media in 2023. All right. Before we show you the details, which we do have details, Jeff's got something to say. And let's get it out of the way first, Jeff. All right. Say it.
No, actually, well, okay. All right. I will just say this. This is important stuff. This is important data. But for me, it's not important. And I'll tell you why it's not important. Because it's hard enough to stay neurotically consistent, to come up with ideas to post every day, to find time within all of the emails and all of the nonsense and all of the BS, that if you let yourself become, handicapped or paralyzed by the times, you'll probably never post. So this is a great baseline, but don't let it handicap or paralyze you from posting, because posting at 11 p.m. could still go viral, could still have the proper reach. It doesn't necessarily matter.
Very true. You know what? You were much kinder this round in your approach to the times. So thank you. Thank you for that.
I'm getting soft in my old age.
Dude, what happened to the old Jeff? Unbelievable. Here we go. It says, are you looking for ways to improve your social media marketing? Want to post at the best times to generate more traffic? Well, the team at Giraffe Social Media, which is a cool name, we should have called, instead of Drunk on Social, we should have called it Raccoon Social. But you know what? Whatever. Share the social media tips in this infographic. They go over these 6. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok. Here you go. It's all in a graphic for you. And I know the question is going to be, hold on, before I show you the question, is this Pacific time, Central, Eastern? It's just your time. Whatever your time is specifically, that's what they're saying. Okay. So that's the answer.
No discrimination against time zones.
No discrimination against time zones. Here we go. First one, Instagram. Best days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. We're Wednesday today. Remember that. Happy Wednesday. And best times, 9 a.m., 9:30, or 8 p.m. I've got to say, Jeff, I think they're accurate about the evening one, because I've posted 8 p.m. and then I posted in the middle of the day consistently, and I do see a difference. I don't know if you're looking at those numbers on your end. What do you think?
I don't look at those numbers. I've never actually even done it. I mean, because like I said, the day goes on, and then it's like, hey, I'm going to post at 9 a.m. this morning or 8 p.m. and then the dog shits on the floor, and I have to go clean up the dog shit, and then it's 30 minutes.
That's what happened to me a few minutes ago. Oh,
it's true though. I mean, life happens. Life happens. So. But it's interesting, and I do believe that if you're a time blocker, I would do your time blocking around this, because it could have an impact.
Very true. Very true. All right, let's continue, because I'm excited to see the other ones. Facebook, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m., 3:15 p.m., and 7 p.m. That's interesting. I mean, hold on. Let's think about the audience here. Facebook's audience is more mature, or age-wise, right? So
retirement home.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. And we're looking at them being earlier on because they usually have kids, right? So, and the kids are usually finished up. Hey, it could be, man. It could be. I'm just trying to figure out why Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Why not Monday through Friday? Right?
Makes no sense.
Interesting. Yeah. That one I'm not sure about. I might call fake on that one, but whatever. LinkedIn, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m. Huh.
That one makes sense. It's a professional app, and everybody wants a 4-day weekend. So
That's that's actually very
Right.
funny. And if you notice,
right,
it's during work hours.
yeah. Also, because they can get away with it.
We got
They
you,
can get away with it.
LinkedIn. We got you. That one.
Well, think about that. That's actually pretty smart. Companies that probably don't allow you to go onto social networks, they have it like blocked. They probably don't block LinkedIn for obvious reasons.
Dude, that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna call truth on that one. Truth. All right.
Yeah. But that is good to know. So if you're posting to LinkedIn, post during the day. That's when people are active on LinkedIn. That's
I
interesting.
like that, dude. Look at that. This is why we do so well on our lives on LinkedIn in the mornings. Interesting. 12 p.m. Twitter. What are we looking at? Monday. No. Tuesday.
Thursday,
No. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, do people on Twitter sleep
all
on Monday and
morning.
Tuesday? All morning. That's
But
crazy.
look at that. It's all morning. Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay. So I'm posting at the wrong times on Twitter. I'm gonna call fake news on that one, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
That doesn't that just doesn't look right. Pinterest.
Well, I think Twitter is very active in the mornings from the night before's news. Like Twitter is a very popular app to discuss like sports. Professional athletes, they're very big on Twitter.
Yeah.
And they're probably people commenting on the games the night before and stuff like that. Maybe that's why.
Well, updated, right? Updated. I think that's when the people they keep us updated on any type of news that they want to announce. New tech, trade happened on sports, or new trends are happening, market reports, all that. So makes sense that it's in the morning, right? I'm gonna reverse my call. I'm not gonna call fake news. I'm gonna call it's kind of true after you. Good point. Good point, Jeff. Next, Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest. But Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, my daughter uses Pinterest. She loves it. These look like they're more evening. Look at that, 6 and 8 p.m. the majority, and lunchtime. Interesting. And lastly, your favorite one, or one of your favorite two, Jeff, is TikTok, which is Monday, Tuesday, Friday, 10 a.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m. Okay, this one I know from using it that these two times are accurate. Guaranteed. This
makes sense.
when I post at these times over the mornings, we do have better results. So I'm going to say this is true. I'm not sure on this one, but I'm not seeing Saturday and Sunday on this list, because I would say
there's got to be something to that.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what I've learned is that I used to think that the weekends would be the best, but I think what I learned, and I don't think that's true, just from my own personal experience, that I think people like I did this once. I had this create this video that we choreographed and we storyboarded, and we did wait till Friday before Memorial Day, because everybody's going to be sitting around on their phones and watching stuff all weekend, and it made me realize no, they're not. They're taking their weekends to go do weekend stuff and have barbecues and go swim and go hike. And I'm like, damn, that was really stupid of me. And I learned the hard way. And I had done that a few times, thinking people take their weekends. But no, I think people spend more time on social media during the days, during the week, and laying in bed at night. Or it's their consumption time. Like I said, people don't watch Seinfeld anymore. They watch TikTok. They watch Reels. That's what we do now. We don't watch television anymore. And so my opinion, evening and late at night, and that's when I consume.
Dude, I'm going to go back to what you said, which was, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you remain consistent, right? Because
Also,
yesterday I popped one out, and it was in the middle of in the morning on TikTok, and now it's got 611,000 views, right? And
wow.
Dude, it's not Friday, it's not Monday, I didn't do it on Tuesday when they said I should. So it's consistency. You've seen it. It's just show up every day, post content and see what's sticking. I think it's more important to pay attention to what you're posting, is it working over a period of time? I think that's what it comes down to.
Pay attention to the analytics. Pay attention to the analytics. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you said you had something else to share that was unrelated.
Oh,
What was that?
yeah. Guess what? Where is it? I got this. So yesterday I interviewed, his name's Brian Wong. He was the first American that was hired by Alibaba. You know Alibaba, the big Amazon like company in China. They're actually bigger than Amazon. He wrote a book called The Tao of Alibaba. He was employee number 52. So we talk about Chinese philosophy in business and all this stuff. And at the end, I'm like, okay. So you're in China. You're Chinese American. What's up with TikTok? Right? He's like, you know what? He goes, TikTok is not called TikTok in China. In fact, the TikTok app in America, you can't even use it in China. It doesn't work. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, no, it's called Douyin. So when you're in China.
I think I knew that. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I don't like you. You just ruined it.
Douyan, right?
Something like that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So, and then we talked a little bit about how Chinese social media is actually
censored,
more advanced than American social media, which we go into how it's been able to grow e-commerce over there because it's opened up a lot of those rural areas that people couldn't really purchase things or create a business out of those areas because they were so far away from everything. That social media, because they've combined it so well with e-commerce, has allowed the nation to be able to grow economically. Dude, it was a really good conversation. And I thought interesting how social media is different in China than it is here, not on a political level, right? But more on just a human level, how we consume it versus how they consume it and use it, right? So I thought that was really interesting. But we lost half of our audience. So when does
that podcast come out?
Next week. I'll send it over to you.
All right, I want to hear it.
But you tell me what happened. What did your daughter tell you?
Yeah. Unrelated. But we just did we're doing some trainings, a lot of trainings lately about the 5 best video techniques you should be using today in your business, and I'll give them to you. So anybody listening, if you haven't heard this, it's green screen, it's duets and remixes, depending on which platform you're on. It's trending sounds, it's effects, and it's home walkthroughs. And I've done these examples of these home walkthroughs. If you're a real estate agent, you should be doing this. You should be doing this once a week. You'll have 3 to 5 pieces of content. So my daughter, who's newly licensed, is a follower of Tyler Hassman, who I recommended she follow because he grew his business just doing this. You don't know who Tyler Hassman is? Go look him up, Instagram or TikTok. He wears the wide brim hats, Hassman. He's coming to SocialCon now, just confirmed today. And so she's like, I want to try to do this. And she had this limiting belief, she's like, I think my broker is going to tell me don't do it if it's not our listings. And I don't think anybody's going to let me do it because people think that well, it's not, you're not with my brokerage. Why would you let me promote it? So she texted me and said, the first person I emailed said, absolutely, yes. I want you to come out and do it. And we're in St. Louis. It's a $1.8 million home in a nice area. And so she's really excited. And so if you're a real estate agent and your business is not thriving right now, you should be creating this home walkthrough content. You should be doing this editing, and you should be littering your pages with it because people want to watch this stuff. And I'm excited to see what we're talking about with my daughter in the next year because obviously she comes from the right she has the right pedigree here for marketing. So we'll see what comes of her career.
That's amazing.
In the next 12 months.
That could really pivot where she goes in this world and could bring us a lot of amazing content.
Totally. Yeah. So if you're an agent and you're thinking to yourself, I'm afraid to ask other agents, well, she's one for one. And yeah, she's going to have some that say no, but you know what? You have nothing to lose. You could ask builders. And frankly, if an agent says no, it's such a limiting belief in and of itself. You want to sell the damn house, right? Let people promote it for you. What do you have to lose? And if you're a loan officer listening to this, you should be doing this for your realtors. It's a game changer for your relationships and your business. So,
all right, I think. What's up, y'all? Greg says, "Hey, Tristan and Jeff, always appreciate you both for what you do." Thanks. We appreciate you, Greg. You run an amazing podcast.
Which Greg is?
Greg Fowler. Greg Fowler.
Okay. Hey, Greg.
And then Lauren has a question. Your thoughts on auto posting at these days and times? So, now that we outlined, that's actually a great idea. It says, will auto posting positively or negatively impact reach or algorithm? Great question.
You know what? I would do? Test it. I would spend 2 weeks auto posting, or maybe on, off for a month. 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off. See if there's any impact. I'm going to bet none. But if there is, you learned. That's what I would do. I would test.
Yeah, I would test too. Great answer, Jeff. I think what you could do also, great question. Auto post, so you plan ahead, and in between, add the authenticity piece. Like pop in with a video here and there. Yeah. So I think that a combination of that would be perfect. Yeah. Jeff, do you know what we should do on the next round? We should do like a quick rundown of the 5 things, a quick video on that. On the 5 things, the green screen, the music, just really quick. Boom, 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 boom. Because we did a whole hour on that on our group coaching for Drunk on Social, right? But I think that would be awesome. Look, for those of you still tuning in, we've got about 15 of you. Don't forget, sign up for SocialCon. It's April 3rd and 4th. Jeff will be there. I might be there. I'm not sure yet. I'm joking. I'll be there. Just these are
the list. Here, go ahead. You're showing the speakers.
Yeah, these are our speakers. We get to show you where they have the most following at. So click on all our links. You can see that. You can learn from them. That's Jeff. And these are all of our social media influencers on the top and underneath.
What are you showing?
I'm showing them the website as I'm scrolling through, and then the pricing.
I don't think the real estate people are on there yet.
Yeah, they're on there. They're on there on the slide. You can see them on one of the slides that keeps on going through. But I'll put up the link. That's all we've got for you today, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's SocialCon2023.com. We'll see you tomorrow, probably. Maybe.
Whenever.
I don't know.
Whenever.
I don't know. We just, we love the authenticity piece, so we don't know. Nice beanie, Jeff. And welcome, everyone. Let's talk about SocialCon 2023. I've got Jeff Pfitzer with me. And Jeff, we changed the date. Now it's April 3rd and 4th. Is that what we're at? 3rd, 4th.
You got it.
And the difference here is that we're going to be talking to social media experts and social media experts inside of real estate as well. So both outside, inside, we're bringing you both angles so you can see how to treat social media like a business to grow your engagement, to grow your audience. And I don't know about you, Jeff, but I'm excited because I want to dive in deeper into how we use social. I mean, we're always using social for different things, but I want to learn to inspire people to be creative, number one. Number two, help people discover the things they love so that they can showcase that more on social and attract a better audience. And then number three, I still think social media is all about relationship and relationship building. I want to spark the connection between people. That's really what I'm looking forward to here. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, all of the above. I think the thing I'm most excited about is how we are inviting non-industry social media influencers. And there's a two response to that. One, it's people doing it at a much higher level than us. So we always learn and get inspired to do unique things to differentiate, to bring back to our business. But what I'm also excited about is that we are bringing 10 real estate social influencers as well. We're putting them on panels, and it's not going to be your traditional panel of, hey, what are you doing that's working? It's going to be, what have you taken away from London or Gigi or Dylan or Austin or Kenya or Kennedy? What are you going to take that you've learned here and go home and apply? Because the one thing I've heard from so many people is, I go to these events, I take 10 pages of notes, I go home, I do nothing. And I think we're really going to focus on tangible executable takeaways at this event, unlike any other event you've been to, especially as it relates to social.
All right. So really quick, here's the schedule. Well, here's the website, socialcon.com, socialcon2023.com. And you can go through, take a look at our speakers. Here we go. Where are our speakers, man? Towards the bottom. Here we go. That's it. Dylan, Huey, Kenya Kelly, London Lazarson, Austin Armstrong, and Gigi Robinson. Let me close this out.
We also added a gentleman by the name of Kennedy as well, who is a Kennedy Hart, huge TikTok following. He's doing some really awesome things. He sent us a video about what he's going to talk about. He moved from the East Coast to LA, so he's now living in LA. All because of what he's been doing on social. And so I'm excited.
Oh, nice, dude. I like that. All right. And then look, the cool thing is if you go to the site, SocialCon 2023, and if you want to start doing some homework as to who's going to be there and what they're like on social, you can just click here. I'm going to go to Kenya and you can take a look at her TikTok. I'm going to click it. And if we go there you can see she's only got 493,000 followers, and she's live right now, which is funny. Let's take a look at what she's doing on live. This is kind of funny and impromptu, right? If it loads, it's almost loading. But anyways,
because I was like trying to like watch the video from a distance, so I felt a little like
that's funny.
It felt like an ad.
Anyway,
but here's what I want to do.
You can take a look at what she's been doing. She does really great. And if you want to take a look at what our friend London has, he's been with us for a few times here. Take a look at his TikTok as well. He's got 9.3 million followers. He's tried a lot of different things. Some do okay, some do amazing, right? But look, do your homework. Come in with some questions because you'll be able to ask these people questions. And I still think the one I'm looking forward to, Jeff, even though we have direct access to him and we talk to him often, is still Austin, because for me, I still want to grow my YouTube, and he just grew his to 534,000 in the span of just a few months. So that's what I'm excited about, buddy.
Yeah. And let's talk about the real estate influencers too, real quick. You've got Ed Stulak, who's become a good friend. Zach Faust, a lot of you know him. Sarah, can you pronounce her last name?
Dizamore.
Dizamore out of Miami. She's all Tyler Hassman. Not many of you know who he is, but I don't know that he's been on the circuit. So I'm excited to bring him to our event. Ian Michael, a buddy of yours, who's crushing on social. Everybody knows Michelle Berman. She's doing great things. Kyle Draper, Rhett Harmon, which we've interviewed. Kayla Callender. She is a new one to the circuit in the mortgage space. Go follow her on Instagram. She's doing some awesome things with trending sounds. And then Peter Hernandez as well, who's your buddy in LA. It's a star-studded event. There's going to be so much takeaways that I'm telling you, it's the people that come to this event are going to walk away and they're going to change their business's life.
Cool, buddy. All right. What are you testing out on social right now?
What am I testing out on social right now? Yeah. I am about ready to incorporate exactly what you're doing, the green screen news for the Ozarks. I'm going to start building that in once a week and seeing how that does. And so that's probably the biggest change that's happening right now.
I like that. Yura says, yep, super excited on YouTube. Thanks for following us on YouTube, by the way, man. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go a little deeper. Here's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm going to give you my strategy because, nothing's a secret anywhere, dude. I've had recent success with the green screen, just doing news. And I'm like, oh, damn, this is like growing super fast. So I'm thinking, why not take it to success and do a combination of two things? One, get the little videos from other people giving inspirational advice like leadership, personal growth, health, anything that Success Magazine stands for, right? And then get the little video, have them talk a little bit, and then kind of give our take. So I'll have Jarek Robbins give his take, I'll give my take, and some of the other people. That's one. The second one is grab news that's relevant to business growth, leadership, health, Success Magazine, and then say, hey, have you guys check this out? I agree with this and this, but you know what? They're missing this. So I'm going to try what I've been doing for just news in general with specific leadership, success, health, news type of things with success. See how that works. We'll see. Adding a little bit more personal things to it.
Well, and I was going to say too, as you all just heard, first of all, I'm going to start doing the green screen news about a geographical area. Tristan's been crushing it. Those of you still listening or watching this, like that's a strategy. If I'm you all work a geographic area. I went and subscribed to, it's called Lake Expo. It's probably the news source, the Lake of the Ozarks. You all have them in your city. Subscribe to their newsletter, go to their website, just once a week, grab the best news story, do a green screen, do this consistently over 6 months, and watch how your viewership and your following grows for people that are specifically interested in that area. And then as we've talked about, build in duets and remixes. They're easy to do. Yeah. Find somebody that's going to resonate locally with your audience and intentionally remix at least once a week. There's so many things. We talk about those 5 video trends, Tristan. We're going to go deep on those at SocialCon as well.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of opportunity. Keep paying attention, and we'll give you the pathway.
Christina Juarez says, my wireless mics just came in. Can't wait to use those puppies. She says, love us 100%. Christina, thanks. We appreciate your support. You're awesome as well. So thank you. We'll see you at
Christina. You better be at SocialCon. That's right.
She says she loves you guys. Wait, no, she says love Tristan. Not so sure about Jeff. Oh, sorry, Jeff. You got screwed on that one. Okay. Thanks, Christina. I'm joking. She says she loves you too. We'll see you at SocialCon, everybody. It's in LA, April 3rd, April 4th. Visit our website, socialcon2023.com.
And you know what? If you needed a good little discount code, DM me or Tristan. We'll send you our little secret code.
We'll send you a code. Thanks, Christina.
Thanks for listening to Social Genius, brought to you by Drunk on Social. We are here to help you take your business to new levels through social media. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes and come join us on our Drunk on Social Facebook page. And as always, make sure you leave us a great review on your favorite podcast app. Feedback and likes are very much appreciated.